Right, welcome back everybody to Operation Andromeda. This is the British Commonwealth and Free France, turn 15. Don't think there's any housekeeping to take care of, so we can hop into the turn. We rolled for tech on Dice Maiden. We rolled for improved construction and long-range aircraft. Both were successes. But I realized after rolling for them that the major factory in London is damaged, so that does not get to produce tech this turn. I definitely would have rolled for long-range aircraft over improved construction, so that will be the one success that we have for this turn, completing it. Moving on to buys, GB has $33 to spend. We're going to be buying 2 medium bombers, buying 1 Marine for ourselves and 1 leasing the other. Going to be buying a railroad, and we're going to be doing a motorized infantry upgrade. And then FEC has $6, and they're going to be buying a colonial and a militia. So you have a few attacks to do this turn as Great Britain. First, we are going to take our FEC transport, pick up the infantry from Gibraltar, go 1, 2, 3, pick up the infantry from Southern England, goes to the assault Normandy from A21. We're going to be bringing our transport plane with our airborne going 1, 2, 3, and then our fighter going 1, 2 into that attack. The fighter in Paris has the option to scramble. I've not heard back from Elite Golden yet, although it does say he's typing, so probably about to get that response. So we'll see if that fighter will scramble or not. We are going to be attacking Benares with the artillery and infantry in Delhi, the colonial in southern India, and then all 3 of our planes that can reach. So this fighter goes 1, 2, and then this fighter and this medium bomber go 1, 2 into this attack. Other attacks that we have, we're going to be taking our colonial in Syria into northern Iraq, along with our attack bomber that is in Lower Egypt. Try and take that territory from the Germans. I think that's actually all of our attacks. I think everything else is non-combat movement for GB. So I have her back from Elite Golden, and he has declined the scramble. So we can go ahead and roll this combat. So we will have a fighter at 6, an airborne at 3, and 2 infantry at 2. And our airborne gets the hit, which kills the militia, and the militia gets to roll back at a 2, and it misses, so we don't have to sell it over casualties. So we'll clear these forts out, and we will take over Normandy. So it'll be interesting to see what all the Germans bring to take that back this turn. Anyway, so that's that combat. Let me make sure I didn't forget any. I don't think I'm rating anything anymore. Because that coastal died. Yeah, so I don't think there's anything else like that. So we can do northern Iraq. We have a attack bomber at 7 and a infantry at 1. So our attack bomber will be in blue, infantry in black. Actually, let me, before looking at the dice rolls there. Yeah, okay. Maybe should have brought the fighter, but well, so that's misses for me. The German infantry in response gets a hit, so that'll be a dead colonial. We aren't going to press that. They would have kept it anyway, so that's that attack, and then we will do Benares. So we are going to have a artillery first strike, which we can go ahead and roll. And it misses. So we're going to have a upgraded infantry at 3, normal infantry at 2. We're going to have 2 fighters at 6, and then medium bomber at 7. So that's our upgraded infantry, regular infantry, our fighters, and our medium bomber. So our infantry hits, looks like both of our fighters hit, and then our bomber misses. So that's 3 hits for us, which is going to be the 3 infantry. And then Japan gets 3 4s and a 5 in response. That's going to be 2 hits for Japan, which is going to be our so these guys are dead. We'll lose the colonial. And we will lose a regular infantry. So we have our artillery in green now, and our 3 planes still. And our medium bomber hits, so the tank's dead, and then it shoots back at a 5. And it hits. So that's our artillery dead, I think. Let's see. We killed the units, which was the main thing. Taking a territory would have been nice. I think we're just going to lose our artillery. And call that a wrap. Let me think for a second, though. Yeah, I think we're just going to lose the artillery and let them keep Benares. I think that's all the combat moves completed now. So for non-coms, our medium bomber is going to land in southern India. Our fighters are going to land in Maharashtra. The 28th Army is going to move into southern India, minus this militia here. Our attack bomber that attacks northern Iraq went 1, 2, 3. And it's going to go 4, 5 into southern Iran. Our fighter from Lower Egypt is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and land in Maharashtra. Our light carrier is going to go into port here, and we're going to bring a destroyer out and leave it in the sea zone. Our sub is going to go 1, 2, 3 into P60. We're going to bring this colonial up into Syria. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I guess we're doing that and hope it goes well for Free France. Alright, so that colonial will move up into Syria. These guys are going to stay where they are for now. These guys are all staying. They're all staying. Our transport plane flies back to London. Our fighter is going to fly back to southern England. Coastal defense ship we're going to take out of port here and put it into A17 into port in northern England still. It's on the A17 side. And then I think that's it for GB, so we can do plus supplies. A Marine and a medium bomber. Let's see, medium bomber to Cape Town. A Marine to southern Iran. And even though that sub's still there, we can go this route through the Mediterranean for our supply path. The other medium bomber is going to London. We're going to be sticking the FEC Colonial and Militia into southern Italy. Or not southern Italy, southern India. Oh, sorry, there was moves that I forgot. Okay. Our infantry here is going to walk into Maharashtra, and then one of our transports is going to come out of port and go one, pick up the Colonial off Somaliland, and come back, go into port, and it's going to drop it off in southern India, and then go into port Maharashtra. Another transport is going to use strategic naval movement, go 1-2, pick up the anti-air gun from Lower Egypt, and go 3-4, and drop that off into Maharashtra, and go into port there. So that's going to be those moves. And then for the rest of the buys, let's see, make sure I got placed that correctly. Marine there. Place those two guys here. Militias in the 28. Yep. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units. Yep. Medium bomber. Okay, actually. I wanted medium bomber there. Might not be able to do that. Oh, okay, anyway. The road goes here, connecting Tanganyika to Sudan, which gives us that victory strategic objective, and we're going to place the free airfield that we get into Cape Town. And then our Lend-Lease Marine becomes a Free France Marine into northern Algeria. And our motorized infantry is going to be for the infantry that we moved into Maharashtra. So I should have actually not deleted that and brought it with me. So that's going to be that. And I think that's got it all. So we'll collect money. GB is at 31. We get plus 5, 3 for Suez, and 2 because none of our lines were rated. So move that to 36. And then FEC collects 3 plus 2, puts them at 5. And then ANZAC is dead. So Free France has $6 to spend, and we're going to be buying a militia and a Foreign Legion. And then for combat moves, our sub is going to move into M2 and raid there. And we can go ahead and roll that before I forget it. So it's going to be damage on the Italian line, taking them down to 8. And then we are going to be attacking southern Iraq with an infantry and a fighter for sure. I think I might attack northern Iraq with a Foreign Legion and the medium bomber. What am I going to have in southern India? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 units. And then 4, 5, gives me 16. It's 5. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do Northern Iraq. So, Myanmar is going to fly 1, 2, 3 in Northern Iraq. And our Foreign Legion in Syria is going to attack Northern Iraq. So that's the two combats that we have for that turn. For the Free France, don't think we have anything else anywhere. So we can roll those out. We'll do Southern Iraq first. So we got a fighter in blue, infantry in black. And that's misses. Got the militia. Miss. So round 2. The militia. Round 3. Goodness. Militia. 4. Finally, but let's see if the militia hits. And it doesn't. Alright, cool. So Free France will take over Southern Iraq. And then we'll do Northern Iraq. So we have a Foreign Legion in black and a medium bomber in blue. Our Foreign Legion ignores desert penalties and actually attacks at a +1 in desert. Though this roundel, I don't know if that faces river penalty or not, but we'll keep it in mind. So medium bomber, Foreign Legion. Didn't matter. German infantry misses, so round 2. German infantry, round 3. Alright, medium bomber hits, and the German infantry also hits. Alright, so it is dead. Let's see. And I think we definitely keep the plane. So Foreign Legion dead, and Germany will just keep Northern Iraq, and then the medium bomber is going to fly 4, 5, 6 back into Maharashtra, and the fighter is going to fly back into Maharashtra as well. Non-combat moves, we are going to have our transport pick up the Marine and the infantry and go 1, 2, 3. Going to drop those off into Lower Egypt and go into port in Lower Egypt. And then our battleship's going to go into port in Gibraltar. And one of our fighters, tried to put that on the aircraft. One of our fighters is going to fly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into Abyssinia. And so Free France will collect $5, and we'll put our Foreign Legion into Syria, and our militia into northern Algeria. And that's going to be the Free France turn. So we will pass it back to Elite Gold for Italy, turn 15. I'm going to put this marker down here, though. So we have that. And then we'll see what happens. It's going to be an interesting final few turns of this one, I think. It's pretty well shaping out to me. So anyway, we'll pass over to Elite Guild and see you next time.